Are we allowing everyone in the lobby before you want me to start, Mr. CAO?
Please let them in.
Okay, Mr. CEO or Mrs. Assistant CEO, I believe all of the members in the lobby have been added. Is that, no, we have another one coming in. I think what we'll do is you guys can just allow them to come into the lobby as they are ready to come in. So I will begin the meeting. Good evening, everyone. I will do some quick introductions. We have Councillor Shane Pelletier with us this evening.
Okay.
We have Councillor Curtis Clayton with us this evening.
Hello, everyone.
We have Councillor Janine Boulanger with us this evening.
Good evening, everybody.
We have Councillor Ron Mamchuk with us this evening.
Good evening, everybody.
We have our CAO, Mitch Duval, here with us this evening.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
And off of camera, but with us, is our planner, Tanya Waddell, and our assistant CEO, Dominic Lemoine. They will be doing any of the technical support that we need. I will be speaking slowly this evening because we have an interpreter for hearing impaired, those individuals with hearing impairment. So just bear with me. And I ask those that are presenting or making any delegations to speak at a slower level. Other than that, we will get started. I'm Chris Yu and I'm the mayor of Richshot. I will be chairing the meeting. So I just want to recognize we are in a terrible situation with COVID-19. I appreciate those for joining in. Given these circumstances, I also want to recognize the tragedy that happened in Nova Scotia. We send our love, prayer, and thoughts to every one of the family members that were affected by that. So we will begin now. I'll call the meeting to order. Do I have a mover?
Ron Mamchuk.
Councillor Ron Mamchuk moves it, seconded by, I believe, Councillor Clayton.
Correct.
Thank you. So the way it'll be working this evening for voting is we will be voting online. You will not see any hand raises as you normally would in a council chamber. We have a computer, a screen on the computer that gives us the opportunity to vote in favor, against, or opposing, and then abstaining. So that will be happening for each item. I will get council to vote at this time. Please open up your screen. The voting is open, Mr. CAO.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Please cast your vote, council.
Oops.
Councillor Mamchuk, are you in favor or against opening the meeting?
I'm in favor.
Then the votes are 5-0 to open the meeting.
Thank you very much. We will continue to item number 2 on the agenda, adoption of the agenda. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Pelletier.
Ron Mamchuk.
Thank you. Seconded by Councillor Mamchuk. I forgot to add that we did open the meeting at 7:05 p.m. Any changes, additions, edits that council would like to make on the agenda?
Not here.
No.
Okay, I will call for the question. Please cast your vote now.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you very much. I will move on to item number 3, adoption of minutes. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Boulanger.
Seconded by
Second.
Ron Mamchuk.
Thank you. At this time, I'm going to cut in for technology concern. I believe someone's microphone is on that's not speaking. I ask anyone that is participating in this meeting as a spectator or a delegate later on, please turn off your microphone, please turn off your video so that we can have a smooth sailing meeting. Thank you. I think that's stopped. Okay, Mr. CEO, you can continue with the minutes.
The minutes of the last meeting was on April 7th at a regular council meeting. There was a lot of house cleaning items regarding invoices, indemnities, payrolls to be paid, as well as due to COVID-19, there was a resolution passed by council to close the municipal playgrounds, and as well council passed a resolution to enter into a lease agreement with the St. Adolphe Daycare. That is it.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions or concerns from council in regards to the minutes?
None here.
None here.
None here.
None here.
Seeing none, I will ask council to cast their vote online now. Go ahead. Do you have the results, Mr. CEO?
Yes, sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. The vote is carried 5-0.
That will probably be happening a lot. Thank you very much. We will be moving on to 5.1 accounts paid to be approved. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Clayton moves.
Councillor Clayton, seconded by
Councillor Pelletier.
Councillor Pelletier. Thank you very much.
There is one batch to be approved. That is batch 13746 in the amount of $7,329. Took a look at the listing, nothing major to report.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from council?
None from me.
None here.
None here.
Okay, I will ask council to cast their vote.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you. 5.2 accounts not paid to be approved. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Blanchet,
Seconded by
Ron Mamchuk.
Okay, there are two batches to be approved. The first one is a credit refund in the amount of $64.30. The other batch, which is 13754, in the amount of $45,847.90. Going through the batch, it is low by our standards, but given the times that we are in, acceptable. There is nothing extreme to report on that listing.
Thank you. Are there any questions from council?
no, none here.
None here.
None
At
here.
this, thank you. At this time, again, I believe there is some microphones turned on. Please turn off your microphones or video if you are not part of council, one of the councillors or myself, or one of the administration at this time. Thank you. It sounds better now. Seeing none, I'll call for the question. Please cast your vote online.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you very much. 5.3 payroll to be approved. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Clayton moves.
Counselor Belanger seconds.
Thank you very much.
This is in regards to payroll number 8, dated from March 29th to April 11th. There are a few overtime hours for the Waterworks employees as well as our CFO. It is that time of the season for budgets and year-end auditors, et cetera, et cetera. Otherwise, things are okay. So I would recommend council to approve said payroll.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from council?
No questions here.
Not here.
No, no questions.
Okay, I will ask council to cast their vote.
Chris, while we're waiting, Cindy Neal, she's having issues with not seeing the captions.
Yes, I am going to come to that right away. I'm just waiting for some
Okay.
technical, some legal advice, I think, from Mr. CAO and Mrs. Assistant CEO. They're working on getting me an answer.
Okay.
The vote regarding payroll has been carried 5-0.
Thank you.
And I'm relying on the Assistant CEO regarding the captions. So if we could maybe pause and try to get that rectified.
Yeah, so what we're going to do for everyone that is watching this currently, we are going to take a quick pause break, so you won't hear my microphone or see me on the camera right now. We will re-adjourn in 5 minutes with the technical difficulties resolved. Thank you.
Just a note to the rest of council, recording is still going, so behave on the camera, please.
Testing.
Is council ready to resume?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
you.
here.
Okay, well, we will resume at this time. We're asking anyone that is participating in the hearings this evening to please turn off their microphone or camera. And we will call upon you as delegates later on. I see Mr. Laroque, I believe your camera is still on. Could you turn it off at this time? Thank you. Okay, we will continue. We will start with 6.1.1 V5 2020 Claude Turenne 296 Main Street, St. Adolphe.
The proposal is to vary the minimum required front yard distance from 30 feet to 23 feet for the purpose of constructing an attached garage with a cab over. Notice has been sent to all landowners within 100 meters of the said property. Emails were sent out to the McDonald-Richot Planning District, Public Works Manager, Building Inspector, Council, CEO, and the Fire Chief, as well as a notice being posted at the municipal board or municipal office window, municipal website, as well as the St. Adolphe case and St. Adolphe ESSO.
Thank you very much. I will open the hearing at, time do you guys have over there? 7:20 p.m. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor in this hearing? Mrs. Lemoine, was there anyone wanting to speak in favor that is online right now?
The only one I have here that might want to speak is Mr. Turenne himself. If not, then no, there is no one else.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Turenne, would you like to speak? You do not have to, but you can if you have anything to say. Okay, we will carry on. Is there any correspondence received in favor?
No.
No, thank you. Anyone wishing to speak against?
I don't have anyone on the list either.
Thank you. Anything received against? Nothing received. Thank you. I will do one last call for anyone wishing to speak for, against, or any comments or questions.
It looks like Claude Turenne had wanted to speak, but we didn't hear him.
Okay, Mr. Turenne, can you turn on your microphone? I see that you are online. Are you there? Your microphone is currently on. It's not muted, so I don't know why we can't hear you. Janine, are you seeing that in the chat?
Yeah, he's having clear technical difficulties with his microphone.
Okay, Mr. Turenne, if you are having issues with your microphone, would you like us to continue, or would you like us to table this until we can get you set up? Right now we see no in favors or against, so it's your choice if you'd like us to wait on this. Just send a message through the chat if you are okay with us continuing without you. Please continue. I am willing to address any concerns if needed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will close the hearing at 7:22 p.m. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Blanchet.
Janine moves it, seconded by Councillor Mamchuk, I believe.
That's correct.
Thank you very much.
I will read the resolution. Therefore, be it resolved that variation application V5 2020 to vary the minimum required front yard distance of 30 feet to 23 feet for the purpose of building an attached garage with a cantilever is approved with the following conditions. Number 1, yard drainage shall not affect adjacent properties. Number 2, the applicant must make application for a building permit from the municipality.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'll open it up for council to discuss. Is there any questions or concerns from council?
Not from here. Councillor Mamchuk.
None on my part.
Thank you.
None on my part either.
Thank you very much. Okay, I will call for the question. Please, council, cast your vote online.
Waiting for yours, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, I clicked it.
Mr. Mayor, are you in favor or against? Oh, there we go. Thank you. The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you. I apologize. I'm also moonlighting as a sportscaster right now at the same time. I'm kidding. Okay, we'll move on to 6.1.2 C6-2020 Anna Popova to allow a home-based photography business at 483 Main Street, St. Adolphe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Notice has been sent to 100 meters of the proposal. Again, the emails sent out were to the McDonald-Richard Planning District, the Public Works Manager, Building Inspector, Councilors, CEO, and the Fire Chief, as well posted on site on the Municipal Board, Municipal website, St. Adolphe Case, and St. Adolphe Esso.
Thank you. I'll open the hearing at 7:24 p.m. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor? Mrs. Lemoine, was there anyone on the list to speak in favor?
No, no one on the list other than if Mrs. Popova would like to speak.
Okay. Anything received in favor?
Nothing received.
Thank you. Anyone wishing to speak against?
Again, no one on my list here.
Any correspondence received against?
Nothing received.
Thank you very much. I will do one last call for any comments in favor or against, or any information needed. Okay, I will close the hearing at 7:25 p.m. Do I have a mover?
Ron Mamchuk.
Thank you. Seconded by?
Councillor Clayton.
Thank you very much.
Therefore, be it resolved that conditional use application C6-2020 to allow a photography studio as a home-based business is approved, subject to the following conditions. Number 1, the business shall not cause the generation of undue traffic and congestion in the neighborhood. 2, there shall be no customer parking on Main Street. 3, the hours of operation shall be limited from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. 4, any signage shall comply with the municipal zoning bylaw 9-2019, section 11. And 5, that the applicant shall provide a signed confirmation letter accepting the terms of this order. There may be site audits conducted to ensure compliance, and any non-compliance issues may be caused to revoke the conditional use at any time.
Thank you very much. I'll open it up for debate or discussion to council. Any comments, council?
Not from here.
Not here.
Perfect. I appreciate a small business at their home coming to the municipality and doing the necessary steps to get the right approvals and permits, and we wish them the best of luck. I will call for the question now. Please cast your vote.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you. Moving on, I'm just making sure it's the right time. Yes, 7:25. We have 6.1.3 V4 2020 Len Vandermeer, Ferry lots 1 to 13 of Plan 65419.
The proposal is to vary the minimum required front yard distance to 45 feet for all lots in that plan. Notices were sent out to 100 meters of the said property, emailed to the McDonald Reachot Planning District, Reachot Manager, Building Inspector, Council, CAO, Fire Chief, and Len Vandermeer. As well posted at the Ile de Chêne Country Store, Ile de Chêne Hotel, at the municipal board or window at the office, and our municipal website.
Thank you. I will open the hearing up at 7:29 p.m. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor? Mr. Len Vandermeer, I believe that you were on to speak. I know you don't have a camera, but if you would like to say anything, feel free to unmic your mute and go ahead. Unmute your mic. Is Mr. Vandermeer still on here? I don't see anything in the chat.
I
I
believe
don't.
he is.
Mr. Vandermeer's mic is not working. He sent me a message on my Mayor phone. He is there though. I am going to contact him through my cell phone and see if he'd like to speak that way. I'm just turning off my. Len, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to let you speak through my cell phone. I'm just going to check the work surface.
How about now?
That's better, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. My mic, I'm on my old computer. We tried to move it over to my new one, and we're just having trouble with our Wi-Fi. So nothing's working right now at my office.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, well, obviously I'm in favor of this. If there's any questions, I'll I'll try to answer them as best as I can.
Okay, thank you. What I'll do, Len, is I'll leave you on my cell phone here. If anyone has any comments or questions during the hearing, I will ask you to comment after they've spoken. But I'll call on you to do so, okay?
Fair enough.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anything received?
Nothing received.
Thank you. Anyone wishing to speak against? Anything received against?
Nothing received.
Okay, I will do one last call. In favor, against, or any comments or questions? Seeing none, I will close the hearing at 7:31 p.m. Mr. Vandermeer, I'm going to hang up now if that's okay.
That'll be fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just putting my headset back on. Testing, everyone can hear me?
Yes.
You will go on to a mover.
Councillor Clayton moves.
Thank you. Seconded.
Councillor Mamchuk,
Thank you very much.
The resolution reads, therefore be it resolved that variation application number V4 2020 to vary the minimum required front yard distance of each lot to 45 feet for the purpose of a commercial development is approved.
Okay, thank you. I will open up for debate or discussion. Does council have anything to add?
Not here.
Not here.
No, I think this was reviewed at our planning meeting. Everything makes sense, and it's something I think needs to be done for the commercial development in the area. I will ask council to cast their vote now.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you very much. (6.1.4) C4 2020 Ready Bins Ltd. to allow light industrial use at 131 Cedar Bay.
The proposal is to allow a light industrial use in a commercial highway zone as per use table 7-1 in our zoning bylaw. Notifications were sent again to 100 meters of said property. Emails were sent to the McDonald Richot Planning District, Richot Manager, Building Inspector, Council, CAO, Fire Chief, as well as Len Vandermeer. It was also posted at the Ile des Chênes Country Store, Ile des Chênes Hotel, Municipal Board, and Municipal website.
Thank you. I'll open up the hearing at 7:34 p.m. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor? I see a Sean O'Connell. Mr. O'Connell, if you are around, please feel free to chime in. We can have you speak. If you are not there, we can continue. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor?
I do not have anyone on my list.
Okay, was there anyone wishing to speak against?
Again, no one on my list.
Thank you. Anything received against?
Nothing received in favor or against.
Thank you. I will close the hearing at 7:35 p.m. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Pelletier.
Thank you. Second. Thank
Councillor
you.
Mamchuk.
Go ahead, Mr. CEO.
My apologies. Therefore, be it resolved that conditional use application C4 2020 for a light industrial use is approved, subject to the following conditions. 1. The applicant shall ensure that this use is not noxious, offensive, or hazardous by reason of emissions or production of odor, dust, refuse matters, wastes, vapor, gas, smoke, vibration, or noise, and that this use shall not create a nuisance beyond the property sight lines. 2. That there shall be no storage of hazardous liquids, materials, or substances. 3. Applicant shall obtain a building permit from the Office of Fire Commissioner's Office. 4. If yard lighting is to be used, the applicant shall ensure lighting levels do not cause any disruption or a nuisance to the neighboring area or affected roadways. 5. The applicant shall erect a 6-foot high fence, solid fence enclosing all outdoor storage areas. 6. That the applicant shall comply with the Municipal Noise Bylaw 14-2003. Number 7. That all work shall be performed within the proposed building. Number 8, that the applicant shall maintain the site and surrounding area in an orderly fashion so it does not become unsightly. Number 9, that the applicant ensures that this use complies with all building codes, fire codes, and/or provincial permits and approvals as may be required. The applicant may retain an engineering, architect, or other professional knowledgeables in this field to ensure compliance. Number 10, the applicant shall ensure that lot drainage does not affect adjacent properties. Number 11, that signage shall comply with Part 11 of the Municipal Zoning Bylaw number 9-2019. And the last, number 12, that the applicant provides a signed confirmation letter accepting the terms of this order. There may be site audits conducted to ensure compliance, and any non-compliance issues may be caused to revoke the conditional use at this time.
Thank you. I will open it up for debate. Is there anyone wishing to speak on this in council?
I'm here.
Thank you.
Not
No,
here.
it looks good to me.
Okay. Again, I think it's a great opportunity. I'm glad to see that the industrial area is gaining traction here, and we look forward to a new business, hopefully. So I will call for the question. Please cast your vote.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you. Okay, we are just waiting for 7:40 p.m. to hit because on the agenda it says 7:40 is the next hearing. That is 1 minute. If council needs a 1 minute break, I will pause for 1 minute.
No, all good.
Testing.
Okay, I apologize. We're back now. I will go on to 6.1.5 C7-2020 Crown Motorsports Inc. to allow a home industry in an AL zone.
The proposal is to allow a home industry in the agricultural limited zone as per our use table 10-1 in our zoning bylaw, consisting of hobby sales of motorcycles, ATVs, and recreational vehicles. Notices were sent to 100 meters of said property. Emails were sent out to the McDonald Richot Planning District, Richot Manager, Building Inspector, Council, CEO, Fire Chief, and Nick Teichman, as well posted on our municipal website and municipal office board.
Thank you. Someone is sharing a screen right now. Does anyone else see that?
I think it's Dominic.
Oh, is it? Okay. Because I'm seeing council twice, so. Yeah,
Does that mean I'm doing it? Oh, that's
it was you.
I was testing something.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I lost my train of thought. I will open the hearing up at 7:42 p.m. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor? I believe we have Mr. Nick Teichman. Only if there's questions that need to be clarified. So Mr. Teichman, we will wait to see if there's any other comments or questions. Was there anyone else wishing to speak in favor?
Where is the property? I didn't recall hearing that.
The property is, Mr. CEO, do you have the information in front of you? 4 Mile Road 42 North on Nanka Road.
Yes, the location is 2323 Nanka Road, also known as the 4th Mile Road, in the southeast section 6-8-4 east.
By Grand Point, is there that area?
No, it's closer to St. Adolphe, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
May I jump in and just
it's very close.
confirm on the address?
Yes, please.
It's 1.4 miles, I believe, is the exact location, just north of Niverville. If you go to the corner of Main Street and I believe it's Lepke Road, and go that 1.4 miles north, that's where you'll hit the farmyard there. So it's about it's a little bit closer to Niverville than it is St. Adolphe, but it is just on the outskirts of Armory Show, I believe.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, good.
Please, if you do jump in, we ask that you say your name, just for our records. Moving on, is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anything received in favor?
Yes, we received one email from Ted Dykman Brand saying they are in support of the proposal.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone wishing to speak against? Anything received against?
Nothing received.
Okay, I will close the hearing at 7:45 p.m. Do I have a mover?
Councillor Clayton.
Thank you.
Councilor Mamchuk.
Thank you. Second by Councillor Mamchuk.
Resolution reads, therefore be it resolved that conditional use application C7 2020 is approved, subject to the following conditions. Number 1, applicant shall comply with section 5.2 of the zoning bylaw 9-2019. Number 2, the number of vehicles and inventory on site shall not exceed 8 vehicles, inclusive of all types at any time. Number 3, that there shall be no storage of hazardous liquids, materials, or substances. Number 4, if yard lighting is to be used, the applicant shall ensure that the lighting levels do not cause any disruption or a nuisance to the neighboring area or affected roadways. Number 5, the storage of vehicles shall be in accordance with bylaw 16/2019. Sorry, I lost my train of thought here. Number 6, the home industry shall be incidental to or secondary to the principal use of the dwelling unit. Number 7, the applicant shall comply with the municipal noise bylaw 14-2003. And number 8, that the applicant shall provide a signed confirmation letter accepting the terms of this order. There may be site audits conducted to ensure compliance, and any non-compliance issues may be caused to revoke the conditional use at any time.
Thank you very much. I will bring it to debate for council. Is there anything wishing to be discussed?
Not here.
Not here.
Perfect, thank you. This was discussed at planning. I will call for the vote to be done now. Please cast your vote online.
The vote is carried 5-0.
Thank you very much. Moving on, 6.1.6. C5 2020 planned unit development, 150 rental units, lot 2 plan 57238 IDC.
The proposal is to allow 150 townhouses as a planned unit development in the residential general zone RG8 located at lot 2 plan 57238 in Ile-des-Chênes.
Thank you. I will open.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Mayor. Notices were sent out to 100 meters of said property, as well as emails sent out to the McDonald Richot Planning District, Richot Manager, Building Inspector, Council, CEO, and Fire Chief. It was also posted at the Ile-des-Chênes Country Store, Ile-des-Chênes Hotel, the municipal website, and on the window at the municipal office.
So
Thank you very.
I have a question. Excuse me,
No.
it's Paul LaRock. I
Yeah,
can't
just-
ask the question now.
Not right now, Paul. Give me 1 second. I will open up the hearing. So I will open the hearing at 7:49 p.m. Unfortunately, we've had some accessibility issues online, so I am asking to postpone this until tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Until we can resolve those accessibility concerns. As long as council's okay with that, we have checked with legal, we can do so. So I would like to postpone this until tomorrow at April 23rd, 6:30 p.m. as long as the rest of council is okay with this here at the RM office.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with it as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we will sort out those.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
what about the participants that we would like to attend?
The participants will be given the same notice. I've given that notice as you are online right now. You hopefully can hear me, but I will make sure that those that have asked to speak tonight will be speaking tomorrow as well.
But I have plans tomorrow, so I need to make arrangements. I can't change my plans just like that.
Unfortunately, Mr. Locke, that's what council has decided to do, so that's what we'll be doing. You can write in any concerns or objections to us, and we will read them out loud to the rest of the public. Okay, thank you. We will close the hearing at 7:50 p.m. We will be postponing again till tomorrow at April 23rd at 6:30 p.m. and it will be hosted at the municipal office, and we will send out a link for those that wish to join online. And any other information needed, we will send to those people that were part of this. Thank you very much. We will move on to 7.1 development agreement with 5079684. Manitoba LTD, Alan Hebert. Do I have a mover?
Ron
Sure,
Mamchuk.
Pelton.
Mr. Mayor, if you could give me a couple minutes to catch up here, this caught me a little bit off guard, so I will do what I can at my end, please.
Okay, we will take a 2-minute break before I open this up to 7.1. Thank you.
Thank you.